Welcome to the studio. So today we are covering the big dog, the driver. So how to improve your driving, which I feel the driver is the most important club in a bag. The putter is a very close second, but if you're not in the game, you're struggling. So there's a few fundamentals that you need to have in place to give yourself a chance to improve your driving. You've got to be realistic as well. So if you're cutting that 7-iron down there, don't suddenly expect to hit an arrow straight driver. It's just not going to happen. So as you reduce the cut in the iron, then the driver should go in sync with it as long as you've got these foundations in place. Right then, let's go through them. So we've got 3 to cover. So we've got the setup, the strike, the understanding the importance of the strike, and then which area to attack, either the club face or the swing path. Okay, like I said, the setup is crucial. So as you can see, the ball position is just inside my lead foot. So left foot if you're a right-handed golfer. So it's just inside that left heel, in line with the middle of that left chest. I've got the stance slightly just over shoulder width apart. The feet are slightly angled outwards, which makes a huge difference to the internal rotations on your hip flexors. Just makes it so much easier to achieve that move rather than that straight on foot. So if you've got stiff hip flexors, that's definitely worth considering. The width for the stance can give you that stable base, but not too wide, because otherwise that will take out the hip rotation through the shot. So basically a wide stance encourages leg drive, a narrow stance increases hip turn. So, but make sure you've got a solid base so you don't feel like you're going to fall over. So that wouldn't really encourage you really to drive through the shot, would it? Next is that tee height, which we will cover more in the next point on regards to where you're striking the ball on the face of that driver, which is crucial to know if you're trying to hit that drive straight down the middle. It has a massive effect on the shot. The iron face is dead square, the driver has got that bulge and roll, whatever the company is using at this particular point, so the face is not flat. So if you've got that strike slightly off, it will make a massive effect on the shot. So that information is vital, which I'm just about to show you. The other point with the setup is to make sure you've got a slight side tilt, so slight spine angle tilt, so it's behind the ball, so it's encouraging you to hit up on the shot, and to make sure that driver is sat flat square on the floor. It's very easy to tilt that driver up to try and stop that bad shot off to the right, which then makes it even worse. It will then nosedive that ball into the ground, so that's where you get that low left shooting off to the right shot, which is pretty devastating. Right then, let me show you the strike pattern that you get on the driver. Right, I've hit quite a few drives down there, quite a few different drives down there as well, but the vital bit of information that I need to know to improve that driving is where I've been striking it on that club face. That is the key. If you've tried to improve your driving before and you haven't had that information and you didn't achieve improving your driving, that is a reason, one of the main reasons for it. Right then, let's have a look where I've been striking it and the consequences of when you misstrike a driver, what happens to the shape of the ball. Right, thanks to the help of our GC quad and our dots on the club face, we now have ball data and club head data. As you can see in the screen behind me, there's quite a bit of information. So you've got your swing path, you've got your face, whether it's open or closed, whether you're hitting up or down on the ball, and then you've got your strike pattern. But the main bit that is easy missed is that strike pattern. As you can see in the screen now, that upward, downward, left or right hit has such a massive effect on the trajectory of the shot or the side spin of which way it's going to go, left or right, which you could see that shot where you hit it off the toe, which will cause the ball to spin to the left, but the club face could be open. It's just the fact that you struck it on the toe. So you could then attack the wrong thing, not knowing the strike. So the strike is vital on that. If the strike's consistent in the same spot but not quite where you want it, then you can make that change a static change. So you could stand a little bit further away, you could stand a little bit closer. If the strike's more consistent, you can make that adjustment. If it's too high or too low, you can just simply change the tee. Don't worry about it, what it says in the manual, ball 50-50 above that leading edge. It's where, as you come through, you want to put the correct tee height in, so when the ball dynamically comes through the shot at impact, it hits in the right area. That's the key. So once you sort out that strike, then you can concentrate on the swing path or the closed club face or open club face. On that, the club face has the bigger influence than the swing path. So it's down to you to work out which is going to have the more positive effect. So I would always control that club face first, whether it's open or closed, which is then probably led by the grip. So making sure you've definitely got that club face in a consistent position, then you get more confident then to improve that swing path. So I would attack it by doing the strike first, get the strike so it's consistent and you know what's happening with the rest of the swing. Then work out whether the club face is under control or the swing path is out of control. So club face first, get that in control, and then you can gradually improve that swing path. I hope that all makes sense. Any questions or comments, please send them through. Give the video a good thumbs up, subscribe, and I'll see you soon.